Hello guys, cadiaN here. In today's episode of ZOWIE Esports class, Play Like a Pro, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Nuke just the way that Heroic does it, and that's pretty goddamn good. To start off, talking a little bit about how you play on the T side of Nuke. Personally, I think there's a few steps that's very important to get like a joyful experience of playing this map on any level. And the first thing that all of you guys need to know is how to throw smokes outside. I recommend you guys for being less predictable. It's good to have different variations of these smokes, but I'm just going to be teaching you one of the very basic ones. To our knowledge, started by Blade guys, you know Blade, the Navi coach back in the days, but yeah. First guy, what you do is you line yourself up with this truck and you aim on this side of the window and you do your jump bind. And for all of you guys who still don't have the jump bind in your config, please take the time to plug it in. It takes maybe 3-4 minutes to make sure that it works, and it's going to give you a big advantage playing now that your grenades will always be in the correct spot. The second smoke is going into this red light of the truck, aiming on the corner of the wall. Super easy lineup. And you see when I throw these two smokes, they are going to be making this wall out here, which is going to remove the information for the CTs, so now they have to worry about an extra entrance towards the B side. The last smoke is simply for your teammate who doesn't play that often maybe and who doesn't know much. You just tell him to bounce, run on the shadow, bounce it on the fence, and it is going to cover the first gap from like gate, warehouse, where the AWPer is usually going to be starting off the round. So these three smokes, you can use them as like bait, you know, telling the opponents that you're going to be attacking towards secret. You can send one guy down to camp, and then you can take 4 guys ramp. And by that means you're now doing a split on the B bomb side. Because one thing that I see as an issue oftentimes when I see lesser good players play Nuke sometimes is that they are very one-dimensional. They always go as a group, 5 guys, and you rarely want to do that in any good CS game. For the outside player, what you do is you can just smoke here, flash on this red box, and you just simply run, and you'll be pretty good. Pull out your weapon around here, run down secret, and yeah, from here I would just advise you to try and learn the timings, how to peek and stuff like this. You know, you can always watch a little bit of stavn demo if you need some inspiration. Some of the other things that you can do on this map, either after or before throwing your smokes, is like making sure that you control lobby, which will give you some good information. So what you'll always do in every round is you'll have one guy who is like the default lobby player. In our team, that's ZOWIE. He stole the role of stavn, but yeah, we made sure that stavn was comfortable on outside as well. So what ZOWIE will do every round, yes, every round, even on the low buys, he will always nade the door. Because again, just like we talked about on outside, it's going to open up another avenue to attack from. If this door is closed, it's not nice to just open it, give a sound cue, run out and let the people know. You should always open it so that the CTs will have to smoke this entrance and yeah, use the utility on it. So what he will do is he will nade, then he can molly gate, for example. And if he does this molly, sometimes what we'll do is 1 or 2 guys behind him will also nade this door. You can have first guy nade, molly, and then you can just spam here. And then second and third guy can just throw a grenade there, and anyone who like tries to run in through this entrance, which is kind of common, will just die. It's just an easy opening. In terms of going towards ramp, I can recommend you that if you have a good spawn, you can try and cross over to the right, sit on this side. Oftentimes people use smokes to this entrance, but then you're already crossed, you can start searching. You can do that either by mollying like this for the mini ramp to remove some of these positions, or you can also just simply search it in your own pace. This position is very common, guys, because a lot of people are sitting here and then they're like crouching and they're peeking on timing. So sometimes even though you clear this position, I recommend you to keep sidestepping it a little bit, wait for him to peek up, and then you can start to take the next angles. One thing that you will probably also experience a lot is the AWP player playing from here. I do that a lot when I have to come and help Tessus, and what people do is they don't angle out where they're exposed, they just do like this and they bounce off this molly. And as you can see now the AWP cannot peek. You isolate the guy who's now alone somewhere in ramp and you come out and take control. So this is some of the basic things. I can also recommend you this flash from Inside Hut, where you stand in this cubby and you just aim like this in the flash, and you just do like this, and then you run out, and it's gonna like pop in front of you here, and it's pretty nice to run out with. You know, if you have a Mac-10 or something, you can like flash, flash, and then you do like this, and you just run out, and anyone who's like staring into the opening will be very confused. One last move that I have for you guys is super easy as well. It just requires you to have one teammate who you can guide a little bit. You'll tell him to nade off the door like we talked about earlier. He's gonna molly into main like this. And what you'll do is you'll make a little bit of what we call a Müller move in my team. You run up here, this is the fastest way to do it. You run on top of the silo, just knife out. You jump down here, you peek behind this molly, which is here. And then you kill people on A who's unaware. Sometimes like the CTs don't guard this position early round because they are focusing on this, and they will not be able to communicate it. I'm also going to show you the more easy way of getting up there, which will take half a second longer, but it's still okay, which is just jumping like this. And again, knife out, jump, jump down, peek. It's a good play. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's it for today's episode of ZOWIE Esports class, Play Like a Pro. Some smaller tips and tricks on how to play Nuke the way that Heroic does it. I hope that it's gonna win you a few games.